I think all our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. You know, and I think that's what I sussed when I was 16 and 12 way down the line, but I expressed it differently all through my life. It's the same thing I'm expressing all the time, but now I can put it into that sentence that I think we're being run by maniacs for maniacal ends, you know. If anybody can put on paper what our government and the American government, etc., and the Russian, Chinese, what they are actually trying to do, you know, and what they think they're doing, I'd be very pleased to know what they think they're doing. I think they're all insane. You know, but I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that. You know, that's what's insane about it. Every country's had a violent revolution for one reason or the other. Not one of them has the freedom we're all talking about. So we're saying give peace a chance, you know, like nobody's ever done it before. So intuitively we're doing that, and we leave a door open. They're so busy shouting about haircuts and genitals and naked and long hair that they concentrate their ammunition there. We know where it comes from, and we get on with the job of selling or doing whatever we're doing. Yeah. And I believe that. You leave the door open, man, and that's where the door they'll come in, you know. As a Beatle, we made it, and there was nothing to do. We had money, we had fame, and there was no joy.
How do you do that?
We do it by the advertising method. We believe that today's society, advertising is the thing politicians use and commercial companies use. The Beatles use it. John and Yoko should use it. Our product is peace. Have less words and more peace. I think the only way to do it is Gandhi's way. And that's non-violent, passive, positive, or whatever they called it those days. You know. We're selling it like soap, you know. And you've got to sell and sell until the housewife thinks, oh, well, there's peace or war. That's the two products. Peace.
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 Peace, 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 peace.
Peace in your mind, peace on earth, peace at work, peace at home, peace in the world. It's to try and get people orientated to think peace, like eat for peace, breathe for peace, and dance for peace, and make love for peace, you know. To just have the peace like a mantra going round and round in your head. War is a game that's gone too far, you know. It's just like we've all just woken up one morning. I thought, is it a dream? Is it a nightmare? What's been going on? And we're all just trying to make the next day a bit better. Oh yeah. Don't want to waste all this film on our face, do we? We specifically did the poster event around the world for Christmas to try and get at least one plug-in for peace on earth at Christmas, because that's what it's about. And happy birthday, Christ, you know, is what it's about.
If you had one wish for Christmas time, what would it be?
Peace.
Peace on earth.
And love.
Peace on earth. That implies no violence, no starving children, no violent minds, no violent households, no violence, no frustration, no fear. If some housewife is against war, just put it in the window, you know, just to let her neighbours know or her husband know. You know, you've got to start on the home ground by convert your parents. We think we have the right to have a say in the future, and we think the future is made in your mind. It says it, you know, war is over if you want it.
It's not my motto, it's what exists. That is, all things must pass just shows the nature of the physical world. Everything is changing all the time. We get born and we die. But we are in this body and we go through from birth to death. We stay the same. The soul is the same, but the body is changing. And like that, you know, it's the nature of, it's called duality, and it just keeps changing, but everything passes except the essence of that, which is our soul. You know, I don't believe I have great musical ability or great lyrical ability. And I have a bigger problem than that, is because of my influence from Indian music and that whole spiritual thing, is that I don't see the point to writing most songs. Like, most people will write, I could write hundreds of songs, you know, hey baby, what you gonna do? You know, that I could churn them out, but I don't want to. If I'm gonna say something, I'd like it to have some kind of importance, some value, so that, you know, in 20 years' time, it's not just some dumb song that made, you know, some royalty. I'm unhappy about the world being concreted over and all the forests chopped down and the air polluted, and the fact that the planet is in the control of mad people. You know, people who are crazy, people who are greedy, all these people who are selling the rainforest and, you know, any forest, just selling it because they make some money without, you know, I'm very unhappy about that, but I have a long-term view, which is all things must pass. I mean, before it used to be maybe they're going to blow us up with H-bombs, but even that, I thought, it don't really matter. They can't destroy what's within ourselves. Krishna said, there's no time when we didn't exist, and there'll be no time when we cease to exist. The only thing that changes is the body. So even if they blew us up with H-bombs, our soul will stay in our other astral body, and the only thing that won't be here is physical. So, you know, I'm sad about it, the world, but I look at it from within and without.
Sleeping and dreaming and waking, all those three states that people live through, is all only relative.
It's being here now, which is the important thing. You know, there is no past and there's no future. Time is a very misleading thing. All there is ever is the now, and we can gain experience from the past, but we can't relive it. And we can hope for the future, but we don't know if there is one.
We came here at 6 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 to see them, and all they do is push you farther and farther away, and then they don't even let you say them.
Got every Beatle record at home, every Beatle record. We didn't get to see it. What kind of police?
We don't know about Paul yet, because he's away on holiday.
He hasn't been in contact. Did he know you were getting married?
No.
Where is he?
He's away.
Do you know where?
Yes, but I'm not telling him. Well, he might as well have a bit of peace. I'm not getting it.
No, not really. It's a happy place, that's all. You know, it was just, we were trying to write a children's song. That was the basic idea, and there's nothing more to be read into it than there is in the lyrics of, you know, any children's song. Sparky, you know, it's the same kind of thing. Sparky.
Maybe one of us said that, but
it was me. Well, you know about that anyway, you know. I mean, we could say a thing about, like John's religious thing in England, and it wouldn't be taken up and misinterpreted quite as much as it tends to get here a bit. You know, I mean, you know it does. But it was. the thing is, I think you can say things like that in England, and people will listen a bit more than they do in America, because in America somebody will take it up and use it completely against you, and not have any scruples about doing that. I'm probably putting my foot in it saying that, but
you'll be explaining that.
Yeah, I know. Oh well, it's just wonderful here. Well, I don't know. The thing is, do you expect us just to go on forever, making more and more money, making more and more figures, bigger and bigger? You can't just go on forever.
If certain people have decided they don't like the statement, then we don't want. We'd rather who like us and really like us rather than pretend to like us because we're the in thing.
Do you want Cokes?
Sorry? Probably did.
The first house, Memphis, 200 didn't turn up, they were mental or something like that. The second house was wild, and we thought that would be the place that should show any sort of real doubt about what was going on.
The thing is, it doesn't matter though, because the only thing that we've ever based our success on, compared with other people who are doing the same thing, and compared with other people who have recently done the same thing as we've done, this tour has outsold their tours. So yet we're unsuccessful. I don't believe it.
I haven't learned to play the sitar. I mean, Ravi Shankar hasn't learned to play, and he's been playing it 35 years.
Well, when we feel like that, we take a fat holiday on our fat wallets. You get fed up of that, and you feel like coming out and doing this.
Thanks, honey. No, that's not true, but thanks all the same.
No comment. It's an opinion. It's all, I don't, they're entitled to their opinion.
I think the thing about that is that there are more people. Well, but I mean, you hear more from American bigots than you do from Russian bigots.
I feel like for a while, a lot of people were making music and wanted to make music, not because it was a mode of expression or something fun for them to do, but because it could get them famous. And that was just sad, because music, it's still a lot of fun and a wonderful mode of expression. That's what music's for, is to express yourself and to share abstract ideas and emotions and concepts in a much broader sense than just words ever really could. Everybody should try making music, not because they think it's something they could do to support themselves or get rich or famous or however you want to put it, but people should make music because it's good for you. We are playing with vibrations. And there's probably something deeper than there, something deeper to be unfolded there, but I certainly don't know what it is. More and more musicians are gaining recognition and making music without any training whatsoever. They're just making music. And I think that's pretty fucking cool. I might not ever make anything great in my entire life, but at least I'll have fun while I'm trying.
Wasn't that spectacular? I mean, when you look back back on it, I mean, like anything, it was great then. But people just have this dream about pepper, and it was good for then, you know. And it was I thought it was going to crack, you know, and then I said, I must get some air, and they all took me upstairs on the roof, and George Martin was looking at me funny, you know. And then it dawned on me, I must have taken acid.
Paul, how often have you taken LSD?
4 times. The man at the time, the newscaster, showed up and said, "Is it true you've had drugs?" And I made a sort of lightning decision. I thought, well, I'm either going to sort of try and bluff this, they're at my door, I can't, you know, go, no, 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 go away, or I'm just going to tell him. And I thought, sod it, you know. But I did talk to him beforehand, and I said, look, you know what's going to happen here? I'm going to get the blame for telling everyone I take drugs. I said, but you're the people who are going to distribute this thing. I said, I'll tell you. I said, but if you've got any worries about this having an effect on kids, then you don't show it.
Well, do you think you have now encouraged your fans to take drugs?
I don't think it'll make any difference, you know. I don't think my fans are going to take drugs just because I did, you know. But the thing is, that's not the point anyway, you know. I was asked whether I had or not. And then from then on, the whole bit about how far it's going to go and how many people it's going to encourage is up to the newspapers and up to you, you know, on television. I mean, you're spreading this now at this moment. This is going into all the homes, you know, in Britain. And I'd rather it didn't, you know. But you're asking me the question. You want me to be honest. I'll be honest, you know.
I know, it just seems strange to me because we'd been trying to get him to take it for about 18 months. And then it just seemed funny that one day he's on the television talking all about it.
The problem was it then gave the press a field day to be on all our cases. I personally didn't think it was any of their business.
Now, the point about the whole drug scene was the press asked Paul, have you taken LSD? This is how it all came out. Otherwise, we didn't say a word about it, you know? I mean, it was just a personal thing, right?
I think it's important that the record shows this.
What?
I don't know what that means either. It just seems to me that musicians and bands will come and they will go. Some will be really successful, some not as successful, some will have small impact, no impact, whatever. But the phenomenon of you guys will never happen again. Does that seem fair to you?
I don't believe that.
Why not?
Well, they said that before we happened. It'll never be as big as Frank Sinatra, or never be as like Elvis, and never be like us. I mean, I really think someone will come up soon.
Someone will come up that will capture...
And I want to see it.
Yeah. But the...
oh, don't be silly. No way.
But, I mean, strictly speaking, in a musical sense, maybe. But in a way that will affect an entire generation in several different aspects of their lives, perhaps not.
What did I say? No way.
So I told you this couldn't be possible.
Well, that's really interesting, David. Anything else?
Well, that must have dawned on you. But that must have dawned on you, don't you think?
No, it hasn't dawned on me. I have great hope that someone will come through, and I want to see it.
I'm going Sunday. We just see the reaction of the audience. I think that's even more important, I think.
And they made 2 great pictures. So I guess they're great.
What do you want? Well, what are you going to do in there, Groucho? Are you going in to listen to Beatlemania and get drunk? You wouldn't dare. Are you really? Of course I am. Brought the charming family with you? Whenever I can get a free drink, I'll go anywhere. You bet your life. That's a very funny answer.